What is up, guys? It's Nervoracer, and I'm here back with another Advanced Warfare gameplay. Today, this commentary is going to be about a multitude of things. It's going to be about a life story that happened over the past weekend, and it's going to be a little bit about the gameplay since I am using the AK-12 hair trigger. On this class, I am using the AK-12 hair trigger, which I'll throw a pic up on screen, a foregrip, quick draw, and extended mag. Low profile, blind eye, scavenger, and blast suppressor, because if you don't use blast suppressor, it's just a GG. But to be honest, I like the hair trigger a little bit better because, I mean, it's just like the ASM-1 Speakeasy. The Speakeasy shoots fast, it's quick, and a lot of DPS. Same thing with the hair trigger. The RIP for me, it just feels a little bit lesser because of the reduced mag size, and I feel like they nerfed with it a little bit since it came out. And I mean, but the hair trigger, it's untouched. It's just like it was in November when I got it, and to me, I feel like it's the best variation for the AK-12. Now, talking a little bit about my skills, my kill streaks. Sorry, I use UAV with assist points, system hack with assist points, and flash, and then warbird aggressor, just so I can stay on the ground and in the fight, and I don't have to lay down and use a kill streak that does like no damage. Because when you control the warbird, I feel like I do like a lot less damage than when the warbird just goes off on its own and mows down kids. And the thing I like about this setup is it constantly just loops. Like once you get your UAV and your system hack, when you have those two together and somebody gets a kill on your team, you get 30 points for somebody just getting a kill. And I'm telling you, it adds up, and you'll see in this gameplay, I think I got like 90 points in like a matter of like 2 seconds. It's ridiculous. This is Site 244, and this is like one of the first times I'm playing on this map because before I upgraded the PS4 to a 2TB hard drive, I just had the vanilla maps, and that's all I played on. So now that I have all these maps downloaded, I'm just running around with like a chicken with my head off, not knowing what is going on. So let's take away from the gameplay here. You guys can just watch it in the background, and let's get into this little story I have for you guys. So about 2-3 years ago, I met a kid who's from Germany, and he has no idea how to speak English. I'm telling you, like, this kid didn't know what the word both was. And I met him on Ghosts, and when I got into a lobby with him, I didn't have my headset on. I was just, like, playing without my Astros on. And all I hear after I go, like, I think I got a KEM that match. I'm not sure. And he said, "Can I join your clan?" And he asked this because we were one of the first clans to have the red clan tag, because I think it was like 2 weeks after the game came out. I'm not sure. But, you know, usually I'm like a dickhead to those kind of people. I'm just like, nah, get out of here. But for some reason, I was just like, yeah, sure, I can just talk to the people. And that sort of like started the groundwork for our friendship. You know, we played a little bit more. Advanced Warfare came out. We played that together with my friend Zaya. And we did like the little thing we had going on, #XP, which was like the race to like Master Prestige, which I think I hit in like 2 weeks or 3 weeks. And we all did actually, because we no-lifed that game, even though it was school nights and we stayed up till like 4 a.m. I do not recommend that at all. It was terrible the next day, and I had like wrestling practice after that, so it was even worse. But we did it anyway, we got through it. And along this time we've been playing, you know, we would talk more and more about like our lives and like how we were doing, and we got to know each other better. And since me and Lenny were close, I asked him, hey, maybe sometime you could come down to my house, or I could come up to your house, we could hang out. That was more or less an idea and not a plan, because my parents are kind of strict with, you know, just letting random people sleep over my house. And I mean, anybody's parents is. I mean, like, oh yeah, just let's have this random kid that you met online come down to our house for a week. Maybe he'll steal our stuff, maybe he won't. And it was just like that. But once one of my friends introduced me to Skype, you know, I added him on Skype, and you know, it's different talking to somebody over camera when you can physically see them, and you know, it's not over a headset. He talked to my mom a little bit about it, and you know, I never really talked to his parents about it. So like, I really didn't think it would happen, and I told him if he was gonna come down, he needed to give me 2 weeks in advance so I could call off work. So long story short, he came around to giving me the dates, and you know, he set those dates, and I called off, and he came down, and I was doing like an MLG match, so like I left mid-match when he was just staying in my living room casually with his parents and stuff. So my parents and his parents just talked about picking him up after like he stays for that little weekend, and you know, once they finally got around to leaving, we came into my room, and first thing we did was we actually went to go see my friend Brett, and you know, we hung out with him for a little bit. Then when we got home, you know, we basically played video games the whole night. We played Destiny, we did the Nightfall and stuff. And I think that night we played video games till like 9 a.m. Then we got the brilliant idea to sleep for like 3 hours. And then, you know, when we woke up, I realized that they were taking pre-orders for the Hardened Edition at my GameStop. So my idea was, we'll go to GameStop, we'll get something to eat after we go to GameStop, and then we can go to the amusement park by my house. So I roll up to GameStop with him, and I walk in, I'm just like, hey, can I pre-order the Hardened Edition for Black Ops 3? And they were just like, we have a Juggernog Edition. So after he said that, Lenny looks me in the face and just like, dude, it's a fucking fridge. Get that shit. It's the last one left. In the middle of the GameStop to like all the employees. So if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have the Juggernog Edition pre-ordered. So after I got that, we went to Five Guys. And at Five Guys, you know, we ordered our stuff and we were sitting with our little ticket. So once they called our number, Lenny went up and grabbed the food real quick. And the second he sat down with the bag, the little worker comes up to us like, so how is everything today? Yo, Lenny looks her in the face and just goes, how the fuck am I supposed to know? We didn't try the shit yet. It had me on the fucking floor, I swear. But, you know, after we ate, you know, we went to the amusement park, we did that. Then we came home and slept. The next day, I actually had work, and I think I was going into work with like 2 hours of sleep while he could stay home all the time and just sleep the whole day out. And, you know, when I got back, I think I crashed for like 3-4 hours. Then, you know, he woke me up and he was like, yo, let's go see Ted 2 with Brett. And I was like, all right, yeah, cool. So we picked up Brett, you know, we went to go see Ted 2, and I think this was the last night that we were actually able to hang out. So, you know, on the way home, we got something to eat at Burger King and brought that back, and we played the new game Rocket League all night because it's free for PlayStation Plus. So, Lenny that morning was expecting to leave at around like 4 or 5-ish because he was supposed to come to this little party with me, and he ended up not. His parents came like 4 hours early and picked him up. So I was a little bummed out at that point because we had to like scramble all his stuff together and throw it in his bag and say our goodbyes. And, you know, he ended up going back home, and we Skyped later that night, and I was just all bummed out because, you know, it's really cool meeting somebody online that you've related to for 3 years and you know all this stuff about, but you've never actually hang out, and it's a really good experience. I don't encourage you to go pick somebody random offline and go hang out with him, but, you know, if you guys have a friend that you've met online for a while and you guys are relatively close, like 4 or 5 hours, 3 hours, whatever, you know, try and hang out with each other because I'm telling you, it's worth it, guys. But yeah, that was the story that I had from this past weekend. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoyed the gameplay in the back. This is a 70 and 10 on Site 244. Oh my god, I keep messing that up. Site 244 Domination, and I'm just gonna let the rest of it roll out. I'll see you guys. Next video should be a Gamma review, so stay looking out for that, and I'll see ya.